There's a quick class on how to remove a 2006 Honda Civic alternator. It also would work for 7, 08, 9, and 10, I believe. Tools will be a 10mm, 12mm wrench and socket. First, remove battery, negative. Alright guys, the next step after disconnecting the battery is going to be to disconnect or remove this belt. And the way to do that is to loosen up this tensioning bolt right there. The problem I came across was my tools run up to 18 mil. That is actually a 19 mil and I won't be able to remove that. So I'm just going to skip that step. But it still can be removed. As you will see, the whole rest of the video will be done without actually removing the belt. So if you do have the 19 mil wrench, what you would do is put the wrench on that bolt here, and you would loosen it up by going towards the back of the vehicle. So you loosen it going towards the back, that would release tension on the belt would come off. So you'll see that you can take it off without removing this belt. The only issue is it's going to make it a little bit tougher at the end. For that last bolt, it's going to have some tension on it, so it's going to be kind of a little bit of work to get off. So right there, that last bolt we're going to take off, you'll see. All right, but if you do have the 19 mil, remove that next. Then we'll remove this clip here that holds all these wires. 10mm. Once that is done, there's a nut that holds this wire in, 10mm as well. Pulls up, comes out. Remember where the nut came from, put it right back where it goes. Now we'll remove this one. It's just a pull up. Push the clip in here and pull up. Next one, to remove this wire, you got to just unhook the clip first. So it'll snap on clip here. There will be another screw down here. Needs to get removed. You're going to use a wrench. It's loose. You could use the socket to loosen it up so it doesn't take as long. Don't go all too far because then the socket will get stuck. Screw comes out. Next, clip. Push this clip in, pull out. Whole wiring harness comes off. Now you got to remove this bolt. Done. So there's two bolts holding the alternator, one here and one underneath, which is hard to see, so you will actually have to feel it down here. Under the pulley, come underneath, and it's at the 6 o'clock. So that one you can't see, but you'll have to remove by feel. I would recommend removing the bottom one first, which is a tougher one. A little tricky. Alright, there it is. This is a 12mm. Here it is. It's a longer one. Bolt. Now the next one, which will drop it, is right here. Should be the last one, I believe. It's going to be a little bit tight because it's holding all the weight. So you might have to hold the alternator and put some pressure on it. And hopefully this helps you out so you don't have to pay full price at the dealer. And it's only a 20-minute job. There we go. It's going to take a little bit of work to wiggle this one out. So you pull clockwise, you turn the alternator, and there you go. Alright, installation of a 2006 alternator. There's a brand new alternator, got it online, about 140. Go with Pep Boys, but they're a little bit more expensive. AutoZone, something like that, 240. All we had to do was remove this plate by removing these two bolts and replacing it on the new one. The new one did not come with this cover. So to reinstall, come in at an angle. There you go. Came in at an angle. Alright. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to try to install the bottom bolt first, because since we can't see, it's going to be a little bit easier to get the bottom one in first. Alright, installation of a 2006 alternator. There's a brand new alternator, got it online, about 140. Go with Pep Boys, but they're a little bit more expensive. AutoZone, something like that, 240. All we had to do was remove this plate by removing these two bolts and replacing it on the new one. The new one did not come with this cover. So to reinstall, come in at an angle. It's a little bit tricky. This might take a while, so be patient. There you go. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to try to install the bottom bolt first, because since we can't see, it's going to be a little bit easier to get the bottom one in first. Alright, we got the bottom one in. 12mm to tighten it up. Alright, try not to worry about that bottom one. Don't tighten it up all the way because we still got to get the top one in. Alright, top bolt. Alright guys, there it goes. Now I'll tighten the bottom, make sure that one's tight. Next I'll put this bottom bolt. Goes down here. There you go. Alright, you got that bolt in there. Remember it's a 10. I gotta tighten it up. Quick lesson, only works with a wrench. Did that just so everybody else would know. Now what we'll do, install this harness. There you go. Now we'll attach this clamp here, or not clamp. Alright, clamps on. Clip goes back in. And here we go. Clamp on. This one, snap in, push in, wait for the snap. That's in. Don't forget your nuts. Put it in this one. And tie in. Cover it up. We're going to make sure that the belt is on properly, that nothing came loose. No cracks, tears, anything. Alright, everything looks good. Make sure everything's back where it goes. Final step, reconnect the battery. Now for the fun part, we will turn it on, see if it turns on. If not, stay tuned for our next video where we show you how to destroy a 2006 Honda Civic.